What's going on, everybody? Good afternoon. You're looking live. The Golden Dome Athletic Center, downtown Newark, New Jersey, on the campus of Rutgers University, Newark, for our CVC men's volleyball match of the day. Part of our tri-match here, as Drew University will take on your Scarlet Raiders in match number one. It'll be Elmira taking on Drew in match number two, and finally Elmira versus Rutgers in match number three. The Drew University Rangers come into this matchup with a record of 3-21 overall, 0-3, this being their first year in the CVC. They are led by their second-year head coach, Julian Diaz, a NJIT graduate from 2018, now in his second year at the helm. And as he mentioned to me prior to the start of the match, this is his first recruiting class. He inherited a lot of guys in season one, and they put together a pretty darn good year at 14-15. This year, 7 freshmen on this Drew team, and quite a few of those will be starting today, including the 6'4" center from Scotch Plains, Quinn Donahue. Michael Shipman, another center, will be starting, number 11 and 6'7" out of Newark, New Jersey, St. Peter's Prep. Another freshman, number 12, Matthew Adabide. Adabide is an opposite 6'2" out of Pompton Lakes. Gio Martin, another freshman, 6'1" out of Newark and West Caldwell Tech. CJ Adio is a senior, 6'3", out of Long Island, New York. And finally, Ephraim Smith, the senior opposite, 6'1", out of Center Valley, PA. The libero is Forget, number 13, out of Roseland, New Jersey. From your Scarlet Raiders, coming off a big win last night in straight sets as they crushed Wilkes 25-14, 25-16, and 25-17. So a quick turnaround here for the Scarlet Raiders. No rest for the weary. It'll be Harrington, Lopez, Derek Au, Kaloje, Saloki, Rocco, and Suarez, the starters for your Scarlet Raiders. Leading the way with 197 kills on the season is Alex Kaloje, number 16. 171 for freshman Massimo Rocco. 662 assists for the All-American Derek Au. Always a pleasure to watch. And, you know, Aidan Albrecht was telling me it's the emergence of some of the B-squad setters that have really made an impact as this season continues to progress. Caden Comine and, of course, Justin doing a terrific job as they continue to get more playing time. I'm talking about Justin Joyce, the Orlando, Florida product. So look for those guys to be worked into the lineup here today at the Golden Dome. Well, our officiating crew tonight, the R1, or this afternoon, I should say, Paul Johnson is upstairs. R2 is Aaron Hanold. Don Vanderbeck is the line judge, along with John Titus. Lots of sports going on this weekend. How about that Big East tournament, Madison Square Garden? Exciting stuff. Today we got St. John's. The Johnnies playing in the championship game at Madison Square Garden. Tip-off scheduled for 6 p.m. against Creighton, who took care of business against UConn. Why am I talking about basketball? Let's go to the floor live for the first serve of the match. And it's number 10 getting things underway, Quinn Donahue with the ace. Wow. Got a very excited bench for Drew. I guess it's the Drew paddle as they were kind of swimming out there on the floor for point number 1. Oh, picking up where he left off last night. Credit the kill to number 20, Alex Saloki. We had a chance to talk to Alex after the game in our post-game interview, and happy to report our cameras working now here at the table, so we'll hope to do the same after this match number 1 of our tri-match today at Rutgers Newark, as Rutgers now goes up 2-1. Derek Howe with a high toss and a great dig and a put over by Matt. And AK with the kill for Rutgers. So a spirited start to this one. That Drew Bench, very vocal. It'll be Al once again for Rutgers. That'll be a service error. Drew University, for those of you who do not know, is a private university in Madison, New Jersey. About 2,200 students at Drew University. Big swing from Suarez. And Mike's on the board now with a kill of his own, and he will take over this service responsibilities. Suarez with a nasty ace. And for Suarez, and a touch kill from Kaloje. You know, believe it or not, that was the first ace of the season for Michael Suarez. Suarez, of course, out with that broken hand, missed all of the preseason, all of the conditioning, and didn't get back into the lineup until that injury healed, until just about 5 weeks ago. And he has been terrific as a freshman for Aiden Albrecht. And it's going to be a timeout for the Rangers. And let's take a brief timeout of our own. We'll be back in about 60 seconds. And we're back here live at the Golden Dome Athletic Center, number 15, Nathaniel Fisbeck, the 6'1 freshman from Clifton, New Jersey, on the floor for the Rangers. It'll be Suarez to serve once again. Look at that toss. And it's long, point to the Rangers. So Drew is coming off 2 losses in a row at Bard and at Kane, but really impressive taking Kane to 5 sets, and it really could have gone either way. So improvements continue to be made for Julian Diaz. That's going to be long. Diaz telling me that prior to the start of the game, you know, Rutgers is an incredible team, and if we were able to win tonight, it certainly would be a signature win for our program. He talked about this being his first recruiting class, as I mentioned earlier. He calls Ephraim the hardest working player on the team. He's the starting right side. And Al is able to get a hand on it. Kaloje over on 3. And a point is going to go to Rutgers. A violation in the front row by the Rangers gives Rutgers the 9-3 lead. Diaz also talked about the plate of Gio Martin, the freshman outside, and Matthew, who subs out in the back row. That's Matthew Adabide. So the future looks bright for this Drew team. Very, very young. Rutgers very young as well, but are finding their stride at one of the most important parts of the season. Southern Virginia continues to absolutely dominate this year in Division III. They are now leapfrogged over NYU for the #1 ranking in the country. I think they recently beat Juniata, who's a very, very good team, in 3 straight sets. And Rutgers will be facing the behemoth, Southern Virginia, next weekend down in Virginia. But listen, it's one match at a time, and the focus is on the Drew Rangers. It'll be number 28 now, Ephraim Smith, the senior opposite, 6'1", out of Center Valley, Pennsylvania, in Southern Lehigh High School. And that's a kill for Rocco. So Rutgers rolling here in set number 1. We've got a big day ahead, everybody. Part of a tri-match here, Rutgers Newark. I think kind of the, just based on records and stuff like that, the marquee matchup will be Rutgers and Elmira. And that will be the last match of the day, somewhere around 4 o'clock. We want to thank you for tuning in to Raider Vision today for our live coverage of Rutgers Newark men's volleyball. Drew University in the navy blue, Rutgers in the black with red letters. And from the near side, it's Saloki with the kill.
Service, Alice Saloki from Rutgers University.
Saloki out of Austin, Texas, whose parents are here this weekend, coming all the way from Austin. Had a chance to chat with Alex's mom and dad last night. Great people. We're very complimentary of all the hard work the athletic department does, not only for the student athletes, but for the broadcast as well. And they say they watch every match, which is nice to hear from far away in the great state of Texas. A couple of other folks I want to give a shout out to today. I keep saying tonight, sorry. The Orlando connection. Of course, Ben Harrington, whose parents are here this weekend, along with Justin Joyce's mom and dad. Of course, the Timber Creek High School connection with Harrington and Joyce. And an ace from Rocco. Timeout, Drew. As Rutgers goes up 15-7 on the ace from Rocco. Yeah, let's take a quick. Hi everybody. Well, listen, 15-7, off to a pretty good start. Rutgers, if we look at their last 3, they're on a roll with wins against Purchase, Widener, and Wilkes. Looking to keep the freight train rolling here today. Let's take a brief station identification. We'll be back with the remainder of set number 1 right after this.
What if we told you that this may hold the key to improving gut health for millions of people around the world? Or that we're studying how art can boost our mental and physical well-being. That this represents a profound reimagining of how we're educating the next generation of care providers. Or that he was able to get him healthy and back on the mic thanks to our innovative care delivery. These are just a few of the ways Rutgers Health is breathing new life into academic health.
He's in Florida. My son's in Florida this week.
Okay.
Enjoying himself. So, yeah, a lot of focus on that. But, yeah, I don't know. If they say it makes you look a little more mature, I don't know about that. Uh-oh, Mike was on the whole time. I'm sorry. Talking about grooming. Noticing some of the great gray hairs. I may have to give Jess Fermin a call. No, that gives you character, I think. Can't do that. 16 serving 7 for your Scarlet Raiders here in set number 1. Oh, Suarez! Did you see the elevation from number 23, Mike Suarez? The freshman outside 6'4" out of Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Cherry Hill High School. Absolutely jumped out of the gym on that kill. And Suarez continues his dominance after that timeout from Diaz. So we've got Suarez up front along with Al, who pushes it towards the corner, and that's just a veteran All-American move. Derek Al's court presence is absolutely insane. Heading into this match today, 662 assists for the All-American Derek Al. And what a gorgeous set that was for Suarez. Derek Al is dialed in here in set number 1. You cannot talk enough about the impact and the consistency of number 14, Derek Al. And that's going to be long. So Paredes now, the libero, into the match now that Drew will be serving. Paredes, the 5'6" senior out of Passaic. Oh, Suarez has that blocked. Koloje, answers with the kill from the far side. Now 21-8. Once again, Derek Al. That's going to be a service error. Yeah, so part of my intro is talking about the Big East. I don't know. Everyone seems to be talking about the Big East tournament this weekend. Was able to catch some of the action. I used to cover the Big East tournament as part of my responsibilities with the Big East Conference. I hosted a television weekly TV show for them back in the day inside the Big East. And believe it or not, Rick Pitino won the Big East Conference as the head coach of the Louisville Cardinals, who are no longer in the Big East. And now Rick with an opportunity to do it again with a different team at St. John's, who are in the Big East. On the outside, great timing. Lopez and Koloje. I don't know, Aaron Hanold just blew a whistle and said something to the boys up front. Maybe telling them to settle down in celebration, I don't know. Aaron runs a tight ship. You know what you're going to get with Aaron Hanold, and that's going to find the back corner for the kill. Aaron's father also a longtime volleyball referee, Bruce Hanold. Give a shout out to Aaron's dad, Bruce, highly respected official in the great state of New Jersey. Oh, nice block in the middle. That was Michael Shipman. Shipman, 6'7" freshman out of Newark, St. Peter's prep kid. Shipman, wow. Yeah, that guy's got a lot of potential and the size to boot. They look pretty darn good there. And a service error makes it set point for Rutgers. 24 serving 11. That's a service error. That was number 3, Vincent Lopez, the sophomore, middle, 6'3" out of Fairlawn. Still set point. Ephraim Smith. Oh, beautiful job by the libero for Jay. Gets it back and now over. Oh, Kaloje, a no-doubter from the outside. So the Scarlet Raiders take set number 1, 25-12. And we will be back with more and some statistics from set number 1 in about 2 minutes. We'll be back with more volleyball.
Take a look at this. Now, what does this cheese doodle-looking thing have to do with curing diseases? A whole lot, really, because scientists at Rutgers Health are conducting groundbreaking research on how these microbiomes may contribute to inflammation in our bodies. Understanding these organisms may help us cure several inflammatory intestinal disorders, gesundheit, and even some allergies. It's just one of the ways Rutgers Health is using academic health to breathe new life into research. Take a look at this. Now, what does this cheese doodle-looking thing have to do with curing diseases? A whole lot, really, because scientists at Rutgers Health are conducting groundbreaking research on how these microbiomes may contribute to inflammation in our bodies. Understanding these organisms may help us cure several inflammatory intestinal disorders, gesundheit, and even some allergies. It's just one of the ways Rutgers Health is using academic health to breathe new life into research.
Welcome to Rutgers University Newark, home of the Scarlet Raiders. Our first stop is the Paul Robeson Campus Center. The Paul Robeson Campus Center is the heart of student life through its many student organizations and boards, venues for performances and conferences. Bradley Hall is the home of 2 academic departments, arts, media and culture, and urban education. Smith Hall is one of the technology and learning spaces on campus and features state-of-the-art equipment. It's also home to the mathematics department. Here we have Boyden Hall, home of the Biology Learning Center. The center offers students a place to independently work on lab assignments while still having faculty within easy reach. The Life Sciences Building is a 67,000-foot building that features state-of-the-art equipment. As the flagship business school at a top national public research university, Rutgers Business School is strategically positioned to excel and expand by synchronizing its future plans with worldwide business trends in urbanization, globalization, and digitization.
And we're back here live. Derek Gow serving to start set number 2, and we are underway. Rutgers up 1-0. And the touch by Lopez. Now to the near side. Paredes, great job for Rutgers to keep that play alive, but the point will go to the Rangers. If we take a look at that first set, leading the way with kills, 5 for Kaloje, 3 for Saloki, 4 for Suarez, 2 for Rocco. 2 aces for Suarez as well, the first 2 of the season for him. And the floater, good for the kill, all even at 1. Four digs in that first set from Saloki. And that's going to be an attacking error. And for Drew in that first set, leading the way with kills, Shipman and Adio. Two assists for Donahue in set number 1. And Al with a rare miscue there. Try to get it up in the air. But it angled out for the Rangers point. All even at 2 apiece here. If you're just joining us, welcome to our live broadcast on Raider Vision of our Scarlet Raiders tri-match today. Rutgers Newark taking on Drew University. It'll then be Elmira v. Drew, and then the marquee matchup, the main event of the evening. Rutgers and Elmira. Elmira putting together one heck of a season. It should be a good one. Elmira at 14-4 this year. And that's going to be long. And that'll put the ball into the hands of number 6, Brian Doe, the senior libero, 5'8" out of Matawan. And that guy has got some skills. Gio Martin, head coach Julian Diaz talking about the freshman phenom Gio Martin. Martin, prior to this match here today, with 149 kills, good for first on the team, I should say. Ajabide with 148, and Ephraim Smith with 119. Again, prior to the start of today. Kaloje, the leader in kills, as well for Rutgers, gets another there. And Kaloje now with 5 here in set number 2 of game 1. It'll be AK to serve. Oh, Paredes, fearless, but out. So the kill to number 28, Ephraim Smith. The Center Valley PA product will now serve 5 serving 4. AK attacking error. You know, I heard the outside for Southern Virginia is swinging at 500% this year. In comparison, Andrew Zalek, the All-American here from Rutgers, now the assistant coach for Aiden Albrecht, was around 300. And he's an All-American. Joining us now, ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for the big fella. Athletic Director Extraordinaire, coming off a Big East visit, trip down to the track and field last weekend. I mean, he's everywhere. Let's hear it from Mark Griffin.
We're here in the Dome today, John.
And now here in the Dome. Thank goodness.
This Drew team's a little better than I thought they were going to be.
They were good last year. I mean, decent last year. But Mark, their first year in the CVC, so they chose to be in the CVC, according to Julian Diaz.
Well, I think it's going to give them some credibility, help them. I mean, being independent, I think
Service number 2, Gavin.
is rough. But CVC is going to get them some good competition, get them a good schedule, and they have some players here.
Gavin Tata with a nasty serve. Paredes is there onto the outside. Oh!
Suarez.
With authority. Suarez now with 4 kills. I like Suarez's style.
Yeah, he's an exciting player, John. We know that.
Rocky's got the flow going today. And the lefty, Kaloje, has that blocked by number 12, Matthew Adabide. Adabide out of Pompton Lakes, New Jersey. Another freshman for Julian Diaz. And look at this, Drew, who took Kane to 5 sets, Mark, in their last match.
Well, I got to be honest with you. They serve very well. And,
oh! Crashing into the gate.
I mean,
number 28, Ephraim Smith.
I haven't seen how deep they are yet, John, but they are, they're not a pushover, I'll tell you that.
No. They've been struggling in the win column, though, Mark, at 3-21. Haven't won a conference game yet at 0-3. But a bit snake bit as well.
Yeah, but, you know, John, it depends. I don't know if they've played the tougher half of the schedule yet, or I mean, we still have got Southern Virginia coming up.
That's next weekend. I just talked about that earlier. They just leapfrogged NYU, now holding the number 1 spot in the country. Undefeated Mark. Southern Virginia has not lost a set.
No, they're
this
tough, and
year.
playing down there is even rougher. So
we mentioned, Mark, the CVC. Southern Virginia at 4-0, followed by Juniata, who they spanked in 3 straight sets. Juniata at number 2, Newark. Rutgers at number 3 in the CVC at 2-1, followed by Marymount, Elizabethtown, Kane, Wilkson, Drew.
Well, I got to believe that Drew's a little better than 3-21, John. I can tell you that.
Mike Shipman with the serve. It's going to be long. You could tell right off the hop. A bit of a miss hit from the 6'7" Shipman out of St. Peter's Prep, Mark.
Oh. Across the way.
We should. Why didn't we get this guy? 6'7". Jeez.
I have no idea.
St. Peter's Prep. Well, we can't have them all, Mark.
No, well, we want them all, though.
Aiden Albrecht.
You can never have enough.
Oh, that was a nasty kill from Ephraim Smith.
Good.
A lot of strength in that kid. Undersized maybe at 6'1". Plays a lot bigger. Center Valley, PA standout. And a senior. One of the leaders on this team, if not the guy, the go-to guy. Ow. Goes behind. And it's going to be out of bounds. Oh, it catches the line.
Whoa.
That was Adabide doing a good job. But, you know, little things like Derek going behind with the perfect set. Mark, he's got over 600 assists this season. Oh, it's in. Look at this. Maybe a little hangover after the big win last night, Mark. And Aiden Albrecht calls the timeout. He's going to talk things over with the boys as they trail 13-9. We'll be back with more. John Heffernan and Mark Griffin live on Raider Vision as the second set will roll on in about 60 seconds. Back after this.
Wax Center on Halsey Street in Newark. Come on in.
Back live, Golden Dome. Chipman with the serve. No, that was Donahue. Lopez, ow, with the dive. Kaloje over on 3. Great set. And the point to Drew. Kaloje got a piece, but it went out. John Heffernan alongside Rutgers Athletic Director Mark Griffin.
John, I think we need to make a move now before it gets a little out of control here.
That's the hope. But again, strong play in the middle. This time it's C. J. Adio. A pretty good crowd on hand.
You would think so. I mean, Drew's local team. We have local kids. Elmira's probably got some Jersey kids on their team too. So nice job.
And a kill for Suarez. But, you know, great job by Gavin Cantata to keep that point going for Drew. The freshman 5'8" defensive specialist out of Hillsborough, New Jersey. So maybe a little bit of a turning point here in set number 2. Suarez, Cantata. I like what this kid's doing. Cantata is super athletic. Derek Gow sets for Paredes. Now to Kaloje. And Kaloje just absolutely tomahawked that for the kill.
Wow, that's what we need, John. Nice little comeback here. Keep it rolling.
So Rutgers trails by 4 for Suarez. And Mark, when you think about what this kid Suarez has done, he's got 3 aces today. No aces until today. A broken hand cut him out of the whole preseason and the majority of the first half. And he's hit the ground running.
He is getting better day by day by day, and that's what we're banking on as we get to this part of the season where we've got probably a month left. And
I think it's 8 games after today.
Yeah, it's probably exactly 1 month to now to the end of the season. So if it's time to step up, it's now. And I think Suarez is starting to do that. So.
Well, Mark, you mentioned not to look ahead because I love this about Aiden Albrecht. I talked to him before the match, and I said, well, the marquee matchup, you and Elmira at 4 o'clock. He goes, no. Right now it's about Drew. And you got to take it a match at a time.
I got to be honest with you. He's right because Drew's a team that's not going to roll over here. So if we give them the opportunity, they're going to steal this game for us and get real happy.
Mark, let's run through the top 20 in the country. You mentioned Southern Virginia overtaking NYU. Both those teams undefeated. Southern Virginia 17-0, NYU 18-0, followed by number 3 Carthage. Stevens at 4, Juniata 5, that lost in straight sets to Southern Virginia.
Yep.
Cal Lutheran, Springfield, Loras, Vassar, Aurora, Messiah, UC Santa Cruz, North Central Illinois, St. John Fisher, Wentworth, Hobart, William Smith, SUNY New Paltz, Dominican, Benedictine, Stevenson. Rutgers at 29, but I like them moving up a little bit.
Well, I got to believe that the next 2 weeks are going to be huge for us. And then with the NPI rankings playing into the entry to the national tournament and seeding, it's going to be interesting to see what happens in Southern Virginia.
Mark, that could have been the point of the match as far as length of volley, but where the Scarlet Raiders finish it on the kill from Soloki. I spoke to Ben Harrington after the game last night, who had 5 kills, the Orlando, Florida kid, who's up here along with his teammate from Timber Creek High School, Justin Joyce, all their parents here this afternoon as well, and it's been nice to have some
quick flight up for the day.
Yeah, and then we've got the Soloki's parents from Austin, Texas here, and the Comanes from Hawaii.
the Texas is a little more than a quick run on a plane for the day. But I guess, it's like when you go to California for a day, you don't even get jet lag. You're out and back before.
A kill from Koloje. Matthew Adabide had some trouble with that one. And it's now 14 serving 16. Comeback nearly complete as we're at about the halfway part of this second set. Mark, we had a Camp Robin here last night. I don't know if you're aware, but that's Aiden's fiance, Nikki, who's very involved with some challenges that these young adults have. Some physical challenges. They all had a great time, Mark.
Well, big night out.
Absolutely.
Big win for us.
And a big win.
We're always excited when we can get some local fans to come to the game, because sometimes I don't know if people understand what kind of excitement we got here. I mean, it's not MSG, but
right. Listen, we've got the loyal following for sure. So 15 serving 17 for Koloje.
And for me, it's fun because you see the kids every day working hard at practice, and then they get a chance to showboat what they've been working on. So
Rocco steps up in the middle to knock that one down. And Rutgers trails by one. Aaron Albrecht, of course, assisted by Andrew Zalek, the former All-American, and Danny Quay, and, of course, the graduate assistant Eric Sukowitz. Koloje to serve. Onto the far side. Kill. There he is again. Ephraim Smith.
That's a kill for the Rangers. Service Ephraim Smith.
Smith is a heck of a volleyball player, as is number 16, Gio Martin, who slam dunks that one home for a kill. And the Rangers back up by 3. Powerful serve. I don't know how Paredes got a piece of that one. Good dig by Adabide. Koloje is there. Suarez dives, keeps it alive. Paredes has to go over on 3. Back to the near side. A big swing from Gio. Gio again. A miss hit. Martin has been good today, but fell short there as Rutgers now within 2. As Caden Komine. I met Caden's parents last night. Terrific people in from Hawaii, along with his little sister. Yeah, parents here from Florida. Little sister's here too, 5 years old, adorable. Rain is her name. And that one is long. Of course, Komine, the sophomore out of Oahu, Hawaii, and the Maryknoll High School alum, serving now for Rutgers.
John, you know who else has Hawaii connections here?
Who's that?
Coach Khan.
Yes, that's right.
Her daughter lives in
Savani Khan. All even at 19. So a much more competitive response here by the Rangers in set 2, as even at 19, as we're even at 19. Not anymore. Gio Martin. Martin gives the Rangers the lead.
Sub action here.
Mark, I'll give you $1,000 cash if you can tell me. I'm joking about the money.
I know.
Can't joke about that.
Giving away money.
If you will give me the original name of the Elmira College Rangers. I'm sorry. No. I meant to say Drew University.
They were the Bears.
Wait. You know what? Let me
They
see
used to have
here.
a bear. I think the Ranger, they use a bear.
So I'll pull that up for you in a minute. In the meantime, we've got some volleyball to talk about.
Elmira in New York, John.
Elmira's a special place for me.
Why?
Well,
It's kind of nowhere, isn't it?
it is. I mean, it's way upstate, Mark. You know.
I was just up in Portland, Ithaca last week for track regionals. Oh,
How
did he save that?
Ephraim keep that alive? Suarez. Oh my gosh. You got to be
It's a
kidding
great
me.
save.
Look at this point. Suarez swings into Shipman, and the 6'7" freshman puts it back for the Rangers point.
So what was Drew's nickname?
I thought I had it here. Let's see. And that's a kill from Kaloje, who answers back for Rutgers.
Drew's right here in Madison, New Jersey, John. We've played them for 100 years in virtually every sport. Big shout out to Vinny Masco, former baseball coach and basketball coach at Drew for many years. Oh,
Really?
I bet you Vinny was there 35 years.
Oh!
Out? Yes.
This kid, Shipman, is tough. The St. Peter's prep product.
Got a little baseball action this afternoon, Tom. John, 3:30 down in Florida.
Really? And, Connor Cortland's got the boys going in the right direction, at least their last three.
I believe we're playing Riviera from New England. John, we're coming back here.
So that was Lopez, who's one of the leaders in blocks on this team, Mark. And a timeout called.
So, John, Wednesday, you're right. I did go into the Garden for a little MSG basketball.
That's
and,
right.
We had celebrities in the house. Caitlin Clark was there because her boyfriend is an assistant coach at Butler, sitting right behind the bench. It was a nice little turn a little bit there. Nice little fan favorite, I think. But baseball starts today, softball starts tomorrow, and so far so good. I know they got some weather coming in down south, but I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, I think Connor's guys are playing, 10 games? Or softball's playing 10?
Softball's playing 10, baseball's playing 8. They're coming home Thursday.
And they're back at Weekway on Saturday next weekend.
Yes.
For their triumphant return, but always good to get some warm weather play in. John Heffernan alongside Mark Griffin here at the Golden Dome Athletic Center. We got a tight second set. Rutgers trails 23-22. Let's go back out on the floor.
Well, looking at the weather in Orlando,
for the
John,
conclusion of set number 2.
it looks like they're going to have good weather this week, although you get the afternoon storms blowing through Orlando.
Out of the timeout, service.
Massimo Rocco to serve.
Nice serve. Ooh.
Good block by Suarez. And it's set point off the kill from Adabide.
I know
So
you
look at
always
this,
need
Mark.
it, but,
Wilkes got some big arms, man.
yeah.
Shipman will look to close it out here for Drew. That's Barbosa. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
Barbosa long. Jason Barbosa, the junior middle out of Lincoln Park.
Break for us. Now we got to take advantage of it right here.
Remains a set point number 2 for Drew. Al plays it safe. Paredes is there. Out to Suarez. This libero doing a good job for Jay.
Looks like he took a little off that one.
Dive by Al. Paredes to Kaloje for the kill. All even at 24.
Whoa.
So
Suarez looked like he backed off on that kill a little bit, John. Maybe he's getting a little conservative, a little freshman jitter.
Drew had Rutgers on the ropes. Now even at 24, got to win by 2. It's Al. A little more giddy up on that one from Al. Good block by Kaloje and Lopez. Lopez is there again. Forget to the outside. Paredes, gorgeous job by the libero for Rutgers. Suarez, miss it. You could hear it off the hand, Mark.
Yeah, he was floating, little Air Jordan there too long, and I think he was coming down before the ball got to him.
And Mark, we've got set point number 3 now for the Rangers.
Conservative serve on their part. Let's see if we can.
A kill from Suarez. Back even at 25. Rutgers refusing to go away.
He's not backing off that one, John.
Not at all. 25 all. We're in extras right now in set 2. Point to the Rangers off the kill. And returning is Gio Martin on the rotation. Adabide will serve.
Little wet problem on the court there.
I didn't realize Aaron Hanel's father was a big-time. Bruce Hanel was a big referee in New Jersey for many years.
I think he still officiates a little bit.
Getting older.
Bruce Hanel's been doing volleyball assigning and officiating for. I've worked with him for at least 35 years, John.
No way! I didn't know that.
Yeah.
26 all, folks. Who wants to be the hero, Mark Griffin? This kid, Yanni Gomes, they call him YG, Mark.
Bruce did a game for us back in the fall for women's. I don't think he officiates as much as he used to.
No, I think he's had some, he slowed down the schedule a little bit. And we've got set point. And that was number 21, Adio. Man, they got some big boys on this Drew team.
They do. They have some height. And they've got some big arms that have been pounding the ball on us. But
so, Mark, set point number 4 or 5 for Drew?
4.
As they serve 27-26.
Put it in the net and then come back.
And it's out. Back and forth we go, Mark. It's a heavyweight match here in the final stages of set number 2. We're back even at 27. We've had multiple lead changes here in the last 10 minutes. Kaloje. Forget. This guy's dangerous. Paredes collides with Solotki. Oh! But he touched the net, Mark.
Oh!
Rocco touched the net.
Did he?
It looked to be a violation up front, Mark.
There's not much discrepancy out there, so it must be what the call was.
We've got set point once again for the Rangers. Oh!
Whoa!
Solotki. Nice set on the outside for Gio, and there it is. Gio Martin ends it with authority. Gio Martin has been fantastic today for the Rangers. Let's run through the numbers. After 2 sets of play. So Rutgers takes the first, 25-12. Took a little while for Drew to wake up, but they take set number 2 in extras, 28-27. So for the Scarlet Raiders, leading the way with kills 6 for Suarez, 11 for Kaloje, 4 for Solotki. 3 aces for Suarez. 7 digs for Paredes. for Drew. Wow, they really turned things around in this second set. 5 kills for Ephraim Smith, 4 for Gio Martin, and 3 for Adio. Total attacks, 12 for number 12, Matthew Adabide, who is swinging at minus 167. Smith is swinging 400%, Adio at 222. 2 aces for Donahue, and 4 digs for Jay. All right, folks. We got a ball game here, everybody. 1 set apiece here in match number 1, part of our tri-match today. Coming to you live from the Golden Dome Athletic Center. We want to thank you so much for tuning into Raider Vision. Don't go anywhere. Set number 3 coming up in about 90 seconds. John Heffernan alongside Mark Griffin will be back right after this.
Welcome to Rutgers University Newark, home of the Scarlet Raiders. Our first stop is the Paul Robeson Campus Center. The Paul Robeson Campus Center is the heart of student life through its many student organizations and boards, venues for performances and conferences. Bradley Hall is the home of 2 academic departments, arts, media and culture, and urban education. Smith Hall is one of the technology and learning spaces on campus and features state-of-the-art equipment. It's also home to the mathematics department. Here we have Boyden Hall, home of the Biology Learning Center. The center offers students a place to independently work on lab assignments while still having faculty within easy reach. The Life Sciences Building is a 67,000-foot building that features state-of-the-art equipment. As the flagship business school at a top national public research university, Rutgers Business School is strategically positioned to excel and expand by synchronizing its future plans with worldwide business trends in urbanization, globalization, and digitization. This is Engelhard Hall, home of the Office of Graduate and Undergraduate Admissions, the Honors College, as well as a computer lab. This Center for Law and Justice building is the oldest law school in the state of New Jersey. The School of Law is considered to be among the best law schools for public interest and currently sits in the top 10 for law schools in the U.S. Blumenthal Hall is home of financial aid, health and pharmacy services, the Newark Counseling Center, and parking services. The Golden Dome Athletic Center is home base for 12 Division III sports. The basketball arena seats 1,100 fans with the fitness center located in the basement. The newly state-of-the-art turfed Frederick Douglass Field is home to the men's and women's soccer programs, as well as the softball team. We are the ones that will change the world. At Rutgers Newark, you're not just in Newark, you're of Newark.
Back here live at the Golden Dome. Set number 3 underway off the ace from number 10, Quinn Donahue, out of Scotch Plains, New Jersey. Drew picking up where they left off. An exciting second set. Drew outlast Rutgers 29-27.
John, I got to be honest with you. We got to come out swinging here because this momentum that Drew Drew had at the end of that game was painful.
Al with a nice serve. Over here to the near side. It's going to be a kill for Adabide. 2-1 now for Drew. Coming up next, it's going to be Elmira taking on Drew at approximately 2 o'clock.
So, John, what was your connection to Elmira in New York?
Oh, I you know, it's not really too exciting. As a senior in high school, a very kind of happenstance situation, met some students from Elmira, and I ended up keeping in touch with one in particular.
Okay.
And little girlfriend, boyfriend, young high school thing, and we made it up there a couple of times, and it was great city.
It's Elmira, New York, though.
Elmira, yeah, fond memories.
Good friend of mine, Doug Kukowski's son, played basketball up there.
Rutgers ties it up at 3.
Elmira's right on that southern tier on 17, isn't it?
Correct.
All right. I think track had to stay in Elmira last week because there wasn't a lot of hotels.
Oh, really?
In the Ithaca area. I had to stay in Cortland, so I mean, they were like the other side of Ithaca.
What's the latest these days, Mark? What with outdoor? When is? I know we had the championships for indoor.
28th is our first outdoor meet, and then it's pretty much every weekend from there until May.
Wow, Mark, look at this, Drew. They are.
Yeah, they're a dangerous team for us right now, John. I think our kids have looked at their record and said, oh, 3-21, and reading the press is the worst thing a team can do.
Aiden telling me that he loved the energy that Rutgers played with last night against Wilkes, but maybe a little flat today.
I don't know if they're flat or they're just Drew's playing well.
So everything going the Rangers' way.
We gotta stop the bleed here, John. It's not something that we can take nonchalantly, because next thing you know, boom, they'll be up 2-1, and I don't think we want to be on a 2-1 side of this team.
And a kill from Koloje, just what the doctor ordered. I had a little tweaked my back the other day, Mark. So
You're getting old, John.
I took it's.
Little leave?
I took last night. Oh, that's a kill. There he is, rearing that big swing. Ephraim, number 28.
We got a nice cushioned seat back chair here, John. You should be fine.
I know, but I'm saying I saw it last night. I said, I'll take 2 Tylenol PM. I feel like I'm
Really?
getting over jet lag from Europe or something. Feeling a little. Maybe when I say flat, maybe it's me that's flat,
No.
Mark. I'm a lightweight.
Tylenol PM works.
I'm telling you, man, that thing zonked me out.
When I'm feeling stiff, I take a Tylenol PM because my arthritis bothers me at night when I sleep sometimes.
Really? When you sleep, it bothers you? That's
Oh,
crazy. Oh,
Well, I
man.
just get stiff and I got to move around.
Yeah, I hear you. It'll be AK with the serve.
So, John, it's going to be a slow week here at Rutgers Newark. Spring break started officially yesterday.
That's right.
The St. Patrick's Day Parade in Newark will be this Friday the 21st.
Now, that it was supposed to be yesterday. And,
yes.
Mark, just so you know, I gave a a tribute yesterday to our fallen hero in Newark.
Yep.
And the funeral was yesterday. And I only mention that because the parade also, well, I mention it because of what an incredible human being he was, and the thousands of people that flocked to the funeral
But I think
of Joseph Ascona.
But I thought it was a classy move, moving the parade to accommodate the funeral. The parade is usually a pretty big deal here in Newark, and Sean McGovern is the Grand Marshal, one of the co-owners of McGovern. So
No way.
I'm sure it'll be a wild time in the city that day.
What a point this is.
Nice.
And Saloki, the Westlake High School product out of Texas.
You hit the parade in the city lately, John?
No, well, it's Monday. It's tricky because, I used to go every year to the up Fifth Avenue, ending up on the Upper East Side, and the bars are crazy and all that. But I used to live on East 84th Street and then East 80th, so right in that thick of that area. But
Coach Lockwood told me that his brothers have tickets. They're going to the cathedral for Mass on Monday.
You need tickets?
Yes.
Oh, my gosh. Is he going?
Assigned seating. Yep, he's going to meet his brothers, and they're going to go to the cathedral.
Lockren is?
Yep.
Get out of here.
Family outing to Mass at St. Patrick's.
What time is that?
I couldn't even guess.
A kill from Drew. Paredes couldn't catch up to it. And look at this, Mark. These guys continue to roll.
I got to tell you, there's a lot of enthusiasm in this game because Drew's not a typical 3-21 team.
They're not, right, but Aiden can't afford to lose to these guys.
No, I think that's the. I think they're coming together as their season's going along.
Yeah.
We just need to plug the bleed in here and do what we can do. Because this is not a team you want to play in that fifth set. Because that moves so fast, I would be concerned about. Oh
man! This 1-2 punch, Mark, of Donahue and Shipman, 6'4" and 6'7". You think there might have been a little bit of we're looking past Drew to Elmira, or
no? I don't think it's we're looking past Drew. I just think we're looking at Drew saying they're 3-21, and as we've learned, anybody can beat you on any given night. And
so Suarez answers with a kill finally. I can't believe there's a tickets-only Mass at St. Patty's on Monday.
Oh, for on St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, because the parade, will it be before or after the parade?
That's more information than I know, John.
Right. Well, the parade starts at like 11, I think, so.
Yep. Maybe it's a 9 o'clock Mass. I thought that was kind of neat, you know?
Very cool. That's the perfect New York experience.
Many years ago, I went into the parade, and we were up by St. Patrick's, and I know all the doors were closed because we wanted to take a walk in. But that's probably a day it's good that
Right. They've got that place pretty locked down. If you haven't been since the renovations, it's absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. It's huge. It's very well run, too. And, of course, they've got daily masses there as well, and you don't have to be Catholic to go to the St. Patrick's Cathedral and enjoy the beauty of it. But you and I don't have to worry about that, Mark. Pretty much fill every Irish Catholic box there is.
The cathedral here in Newark is pretty gorgeous too.
I've never been.
It's an impressive building.
All right, back to the volleyball. All even at 11. Kaloje, a little ping pong action. Gio.
How is that ball still in play? Oh my God.
Suarez, a one-hander by Adabide. And Gio has that push back in his face. As Gio, a little taste of his own medicine as he's been strong up front for Drew. That time he's unable to convert as Rutgers takes the 12-11 lead. A service error, Suarez. Even at 12.
Service Brian Doe.
Brian Doe now to serve. 5'8", senior out of Matawan. Another Old Bridge kid.
Aiden played at Old Bridge High School. Aiden played volleyball at Old Bridge.
I know, of course, the Old Bridge connection. Yeah, very well documented. Historical. Former player of the year in New Jersey.
That's kind of impressive.
Aiden Albrecht. Oh, Gomes.
All right, John. We just got to keep this roll going now.
YG
Can't give him the opportunity to come back.
in there with the ace. This kid's scary. Gio.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh. Saloki is one guy, Mark, who's just continuing to get better and better and better and better. Number 20.
Wednesday and Thursday, they had some pretty intense practices with John.
What's that?
Wednesday and Thursday, they had some pretty intense practices.
Yeah.
They knew going into this weekend that it was time to step up. So.
All right, folks, we're going to take a brief timeout as a timeout has been called on the floor. Rutgers up 15-12 here in set number 3. Back with more Rutgers Volleyball live on Raider Vision right after this. Athletic Center. Jan Gomes to serve. Long. Maybe Julian Diaz trying to serve the server, freeze the server, Mark. And it seems to have worked, as it will be Ephraim Smith.
Service Ephraim Smith for the Rangers.
I think he said Ephraim to me. That's what Julian said it was. Ephraim, yeah. Kirk saying Ephraim. I'm saying Ephraim. Going with Julian's take.
Well, I think he's probably.
And there's a pronunciation guide. Saloki. Saloki, Mark, really is just nasty. He now has 7 kills. That's tied with number 23.
It was a big week at baseball this week. Little bats were hot, huh?
Oh, yeah. You mean last weekend?
Yeah.
Mike Weinbill with a big home run.
Nice.
Dario Morales.
And unfortunately, softball had their
I know. I'm telling you, I am feeling very energized by baseball this year. Never expected it. I've actually really liked talking to the boys.
Well, you know why? That's because you've been sitting next to a recce here for the whole basketball season. And now he's out there hitting the hell out of the ball.
Those boys are unreal. Paul and Eric Recchia, the Pow Pow twins. Oh, what a point this is. Rocco. Now Gio.
We're just going to have to wait and see how our pitching holds up, John.
Yeah.
There's no doubt we're going to be able to hit the ball.
Matthew King, the ace of the staff, Mark, he is like a machine on that hill. He wastes no time. And also the new technology Connor has.
Yeah.
Each guy wears the electric feeder.
The pitches. And I guess it's good. I don't know.
Oh! Great job by the libero Forget.
I'm a little more old school, John.
Ephraim follows up with a kill. What's that, Mark?
Well, instead of working on the watch technology to find out what the pitch is, go get some bigger and better kids where they're just ready for it.
I know, it's the sad reality.
You know what? Yeah, it is. I mean, pitch clock. I mean, you think the things that have changed, although they're not going with the watches in MLB yet. So
Gavin Cantata knocks that one long. So Rutgers up 19-14 with the serve. Komine returns.
Service for the Scarlet Raiders, Aiden Copenhagen.
So, John, is there any chance we can get you throw the first pitch out one day?
Absolutely. Are you kidding me? Why don't we do that every game?
Coach Portman and I were talking about that, and
Absolutely. Now the pressure's on, man. I'm going from the rubber, and I can't put it in the dirt.
The first game down there, I went from the rubber, and I skipped it high. I got the home plate, and it skipped right at the
Well, I mean, all right, well, okay. Well, I mean, let's hope we can get someone a little bit more deserving of the first pitch than me.
Well, we got a lot of games, so.
True.
John, he was coming hard.
Mark, he's skying.
Yeah,
Skying. And Rutgers now up 5 here in set 3. We talked about Kane outlasting Drew in 5 sets. If we take a look, Mark, at these, Kane at 1-2 in the conference, Drew at 0-3.
Next week we play Kane
in the NJAC,
and from what I can tell, John, if we beat Kane, I think we are the quote NJAC volleyball champions.
Well, not only that, if we win this match here, we automatically qualify for the CVC postseason.
That's true, yes.
There he is, Suarez.
We need a home game on that Tuesday.
What Tuesday?
Well, CVC goes Tuesday, and then semis are Friday, and championship is Saturday.
Oh, where is it? It's
Highest
TBD.
seeds.
What?
Highest seed.
Highest seed.
And if it works out to be Southern Virginia, they'll probably play at Washington and Lee.
21-18. Any thoughts on maybe covering some of the away games?
We could do the road games. I will, as soon as we get closer, I think the tag team broadcast is a great idea, John.
Yes.
So I will make my inquiry calls to the appropriate people.
Suarez. Forget. Gio.
Nice.
Paredes is there. Suarez through the middle has it blocked. Al goes behind to Kaloje with a hook. Forget, a gorgeous dig. Oh, and it falls over.
Wow.
Rather be lucky than good, Mark.
Did you see how he faked that and everybody looked at him and then he just stood there and watched the ball fall the other side of the net? Kind of like, uh-oh.
That was incredible.
He's a special player, John.
Oh, my gosh. Cannot say enough about the All-American Derek Al.
Derek is definitely a big contributor to our success, John.
Back here live, 23-18. We will have the conclusion of set number 3 in about 30 seconds. John Hefford and Mark Griffin, thanks for joining us. Back after this. Freshman
John,
out of Roseland.
John, what did I miss there? Everybody watched that ball.
Comes out. Oh, no. What happened? No, it's a point for – why does the board say 24-19?
Because that was Drew's point. We all stood there and watched the ball fall in bounds.
Okay, so it's set point, but Drew will serve. And there it is.
There it is.
Set number 3, Mark, 25-19. Rutgers now up 2-1. Good rebound there for Rutgers after a tough set 2.
We really needed that. This Drew team scares me. They play hard. They get on good runs. And the last thing we need is putting ourselves in the boxing ourselves into the corner, John. It's not good.
Mark, when was the last time you were actually scared in real life? Other than Drew?
I don't know.
Just any Halloween story, your daughter participating in a track and field event. Do you get nervous? Do you get, your daughters are good athletes, soccer, track and field?
I enjoy watching them play. I don't,
Some parents, they can't watch, they can't look.
I watch. I know how I appreciate how hard they work, and I think the meet days are fun for me because it gives me an opportunity to see how hard they worked and.
Well, I'm a little offended, Mark. You never bring them around anymore. Tell your girls
John,
they said hello.
John, they're big girls now.
Oh, we're on camera.
Oh, we are, right?
Hi, everybody. See, that's what happens, Mo. I complain all season that there's no camera.
And now we got a camera.
You got to turn it on me every 2 seconds, Mo. Just keep giving it to me. Give the camera.
John,
No one wants to see this
camera
guy.
loves you, John.
Mo, our line producer today, always doing a great job. We want to thank everybody here at the table as well. So, Mark, let's run through it. 8 kills for Solotki, 13 for Koloje. Solotki really coming on. I think I might have him on post-game if we hang on for the win here. Let's check it out. 4 assists for Paredes, 27 for Al. That's got to be, he's got to be approaching season high.
That's a big comeback for us, John. I can't believe this Drew team is 3-21.
I know. They are very...
they're explosive is what they are.
And they got some great players, young, but very good.
They're explosive, and I think probably what happens is they get behind, they get down on themselves, and then it just unravels quick.
4 big kills from Ephraim Smith before we go to break, Mark. Adio with 4. Gio Martin, who's a heck of a player as well, with 4. 3 for number 12, Adabide. And assists 19 for Donahue. Aces 3 for Donahue as well. Folks, we'll be back in about 30 seconds with the start of set number 4 right after this.
Welcome to Rutgers University Newark, home of the Scarlet Raiders. Our first stop is the Paul Robeson Campus Center. The Paul Robeson Campus Center is the heart of student life through its many student organizations and boards, venues for performances and conferences. Bradley Hall is the home of 2 academic departments, arts, media and culture, and urban education. Smith Hall is one of the technology and learning spaces on campus and features state-of-the-art equipment. It's also home to the mathematics department. Here we have Boyden Hall, home of the Biology Learning Center. The center offers students a place to independently work on lab assignments while still having faculty within easy reach. The Life Sciences Building is a 67,000-foot building that features state-of-the-art equipment. As the flagship business school at a top national public research university, Rutgers Business School is strategically positioned to excel and expand by synchronizing its future plans with worldwide business trends in urbanization, globalization, and digitization. This is Engelhard Hall, home of the Office of Graduate and Undergraduate Admissions, the Honors College, as well as a computer.
Q Live, Golden Dome, set number 4. It'll be Derek Gow starting things off for Rutgers. Oh!
Trouble to start, John.
Saloki, man, I'm telling you, Saloki has just been dirty today. Getting the nose dirty, diving all over the floor. I got to tell you, this kid from Texas is really emerging as a superstar on this Scarlet Raiders team. And you got to look at it right there. Saloki through the middle with an absolute monster kill.
John's a big soccer day here at Rutgers North. They were part of the hosting of the big Ironbound Youth Soccer Tournament.
When? Tell me about these things.
Probably started about 8 o'clock this morning. It'll probably go to 10 o'clock tonight. And then all day tomorrow.
That's so cool. Forget and Gio finishes for the kill.
They've been running this tournament. Oh.
No, that was Adabide, I believe. Sorry, Adabide with the kill. Mark, what is it, a showcase thing or a youth?
Yeah, they're one of their showcase tournaments. I think they use 7 or 8 fields in the area. And,
that's phenomenal.
Friday night.
So what age groups?
All age groups.
And is it some, like, any recruiting going on, or?
I'm sure there's some coaches that are looking at some of the kids there. I mean, it's a long day. It's not like a premier showcase.
Gio over on 3.
But,
and a big block in the middle.
We usually get about 3 or 4 hours of games on Friday, and then probably 12 hours on Saturday and 12 hours on Sunday.
Efren complaining that Rutgers might have touched it, but to no avail, and now Aaron Hannell going to talk it over. Number 21, Adio, and Julian Diaz, I'm sorry.
So this is where the official explains, I didn't see it, I believe you, but we're not changing it.
So D1, Mark, would they look at this?
They could, yes. And, you know, we have the capabilities.
Right, we do, and then, you know, with basketball, they often use it.
The problem is positions of the camera, and if you don't have them in the right spot.
Adio, that one, there was no question about it. All even at 3. This kid, Adio, Mark, CJ Adio, the senior out of Kellenberg Memorial out of Long Island.
A New York kid, huh, John?
Yeah, you know, listen,
like that.
I do. He's rocking the Leroy Neiman mustache, little curly Q.
You know, tidbit from the cesspool announce, John, who's one of the more famous alumni out of Drew?
Who?
Sunyi Prev, Woody Allen's.
Get out of here!
Yes.
No way.
That was a big
I did not know that.
thing when she was in college.
Sunyi Previn was a Drew student?
Was a Drew student.
Oh, my gosh. Well, they've been together now 100 years, those two.
Well, back then, that was a big
Oh, of course.
scandal.
It was an international story that still has, you know, lasting ramifications, at least within that family unit. But we're not going to go all TMZ on you here, folks. And that one's long.
We got to get those in, John.
I saw Woody Allen and Sunyi Previn off of Madison Avenue, the Upper East Side, one fall afternoon. And it was a quiet afternoon, and I was just walking.
Took you by surprise, huh?
It did. He really is, in my view, the personifies a lot of sort of that film, New York City film moments from Annie Hall.
He's got to be like 80 years old.
Oh, gosh, yeah. I mean, some good, whether you like the guy or not, some good moments in film.
I'm trying to think the last time I ever
New York
saw
City,
him.
Woody Allen, yeah.
What do we got here, John? A little substitutions.
Manhattan, another good Woody Allen movie. Comedy to serve, Mark.
I'm sure Drew's got some other distinguished alumni, but I remember it was kind of a TMZ moment, though.
Yeah, well, that's all right. Listen, I was announcing at a school in Brooklyn not too long ago, and our president's father was an alum of this institution. Oh. And I'm just stating facts. Notable people.
Yes.
That's it. I'm not saying I like them. I'm not saying I don't like them. I'm just saying.
Just the facts, John.
That's right. Some people might say, I don't want to hear that. Well,
there's got to be some.
Oh, my gosh. I'm telling you, Mark.
John,
he's my player of the game today,
John,
right now.
Floated in the air like Jordan.
I mean, Soloki is an absolute menace through the middle. My gosh.
He got up and stayed up there, John. That was special.
His parents are from Russia and Ukraine. And
really?
They met years and years ago. A very interesting story. Maybe we get into a little bit of that with Soloki.
We have a little tradition here of Ukrainian volleyball players, John. Years ago, when we started volleyball here at Rutgers North, we had a professor who was big in the volleyball community in Ukraine.
Really?
And if you look out in the lobby, a lot of the plaques you can tell are Ukrainian or Russian names.
Get at it. Wait, in this lobby?
Yes, here.
I also didn't know. Mark, I didn't realize we were Division I at one point.
We were Division I. When I came here 20-something years ago, we were Division I, playing UCLA.
You got to be kidding me.
Yep. Harvard.
I
Ohio
never
State.
knew that.
No,
wow.
When I first got here, we used to go to California, and I sat in Pauley Pavilion and watched us play UCLA, play USC, Pepperdine, and then our program struggled for probably 6 or 7 years, and then they started Division III volleyball. We made the transition, and under Pedro Trevino, we really took it to the next level. But yeah, look. I mean, we've been to 5 Final Fours, Division I Final Fours.
What?
When you're going out the door, the trophies are in the lobby.
How did I never know this?
And I think there's a banner behind the bleachers under the tower for the Golden Dome Classic, and I think it's Southern Cal, Harvard, Rutgers, Newark, and Ohio State.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. A no-doubter from Soloki. Mark, you notice Aiden's channeling a lot of the points through the middle here in the fourth set. And they're playing a little faster, too. And I think that's helped with the momentum and the energy. They seem to have they're a little more pumped up here in set 4. Ow. And I was going to put that one into the vinyl, into the twine, whatever you want to call it.
And for years, the Golden Dome Classic I think it was the longest-running Division I men's volleyball tournament in the country.
Wow.
But we had all the big boys here, John. Ohio State, Penn State.
Quinn Donahue, the lefty, knocks that one just wide for the service error. Yeah, Penn State, Ohio State. Man, I mean, the buses out front must have been crazy.
The players in the gym were crazy, John. they would walk in with 6 or 7 kids that were 6'9".
Oh, my gosh. Where do you grow them out there in California
and then
or
like
Ohio?
I said, and then when D3 started the Division III championship, we made the transition, and it's been big success for us.
Ooh, great serve by Arabide. AK to Forget. Ephraim has a punch back. Point. Rutgers, great net play, and Soloki was in on that one too, Mark, taking the 2-point lead.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Igor's Ukrainian, and we see him every so often. His son just finished playing college volleyball. I think he was at NJIT.
Mark, do you know that some parents listen to the broadcast when they're here in the stands?
Oh, that's old school stuff. Like that's old school.
Even though there's a
games.
delay. There's about an 8-second delay.
No, I bet you it's more than that. It's annoying because I've
15.
I've sat at home and watched the game on our YouTube stream while I have my phone in my hand watching live stats, and I'm on the phone talking to somebody here, and it's the most annoying thing in the world. Because I think the video is a 20-something second delay, and the live stats is.
You know what? I will be
watching. But they get to hear you, though, John.
Well, listen, I'm just saying. Suarez.
Is he in? No.
It's out. You know, I will say I definitely have some interest in that Southern Virginia matchup next weekend.
Well,
I can't say that I've watched a whole lot of away Aiden volleyball matches.
If you're watching the game, you're going to have to duck because Southern Virginia plays in an old barn.
I've heard, which adds to the intrigue.
It's
like something out of Hoosiers.
I think it's technically a low ceiling.
Really?
That's why we do not permit them to host our conference tournament there.
Well, why would a team that's good, that is that good, play under those conditions?
I don't know if they have the resources to build a new gym, John.
You know, Michael Shipman put that one in the net. You know what he reminded me of? He's the same height, Michael Shipman, as the 6'7" New York Rangers forward Matt Rempe.
Ooh.
And he jumped up in the air. He was so high above the air, the ball was low. His height was a disadvantage on that play. And I often see Rempe going to hit somebody, and he's so tall that he catches them high because he's so much taller. And then he gets penalties.
So we got to focus on these serves here. We can't
got to learn to play player height, right? Easier said than done. Attacking service error.
Drew's got to take a. All right, so we got away with that.
I'll tell you what, man. Mark, Drew is hanging in there. More than hanging in there.
I would not want to see them in the tournament.
No,
because
we mentioned the 5-setter they just lost to Kane.
They're gonna surprise some teams as this season goes on here now.
Gio, this kid's been good today, but he puts that one into the net. So a timeout as the wheels starting to wobble a little bit for Drew.
All right.
Mark, we'll be back with the conclusion of set number 4 in about 60 seconds after the station identification.
Welcome to Rutgers University Newark, home of the Scarlet Raiders. Our first stop is the Paul Robeson Campus Center. The Paul Robeson Campus Center is the heart of student life through its many student organizations and boards, venues for performances and conferences. Bradley Hall is the home of 2 academic departments, arts, media and culture, and urban education. Smith Hall is one of the technology and learning spaces on campus and features state-of-the-art equipment. It's also home to the mathematics department. Here we have Boyden Hall, home of the Biology Learning Center. The center offers students a place to independently work on lab assignments while still having faculty within easy reach. The Life Sciences Building is a 67,000-foot building that features state-of-the-art equipment.
Back live, set 5 in motion. I'm sorry, set 4 in motion. 16-13.
Hopefully final set
16-14. So, Mark,
what do we got, John?
Are we predicting a 4-set Rutgers win?
I hope so.
Okay.
I don't think, because we got to play the next game. We can't be wasting time here playing too much.
Well, in a way, Rutgers is lucky to get that 3-set in and out last night.
Coach Albrecht has been moving some people, so.
Lopez has that smack back.
John, we looking for the Johnnies tonight over Creighton?
Ooh, I think so. I think it's that kind of year. 1-2 seeds, Mark. Although I like this Creighton head coach. I forget his name. McDermott.
The big kid is special.
Man, he played ball, too. He's a large human being.
Oh,
and that's long. Shipman, a little too much mojo.
We don't see those Midwest teams on a regular basis.
No.
Kind of like hidden gems.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that team has such a Midwest vibe.
Oh, yeah.
You know who I was impressed with, Mark, is Patino's freshman. Is it McAlery?
Yes. Was he freshman of the year?
I think he's a sophomore, but I think he's got, 4 years of eligibility. 3 left? I don't know. Rocco, beautiful. Ow! Oh, my gosh! Point of the match. Oh, it's out.
Oh!
I mean, did you see that, though?
John, that was...
I mean, that was like Harlem Globetrotters.
That needs to go into the highlight film, and you just don't see it.
I mean,
wait a minute.
Oh, they might reverse it.
I don't know.
What's Aaron Hanold saying?
He's going to... Is he going to ask him, was that in, or did you touch that?
We might see a reversal here, Mark.
Does he really ask the kid, don't lie to me? Did you touch that? Oh, gosh. Or maybe he was subbing. I don't know.
Aaron Hanold, no nonsense. I like her. 18-15, it'll remain Drew volleyball. Oh, Saloki, there he is again. And number 20 now with 11 kills. Kaloje with 14.
All right, Derek.
We've had Kaloje on this year. We have not had Saloki.
All right, you're going Saloki then, huh?
I think so. What are your thoughts?
I would say that's a fair...
Aaron. Timeout called by Julian Diaz. 20-15.
20-15. We got to keep this roll going here, John. We can't give them an opportunity to sneak back in. It's not good because we're playing the next game here. One more game you got to play, then you got Elvira sitting there over in the stand, or they were over in the stand, rested up ready for it. So the last thing you need to do is play an extra set. So focus, bang 5 quick points, and we're out of here.
20-15. Rutgers in control here at set number 4. We'll be back in 30 seconds with the conclusion of set 4. Back live in the Golden Dome after that timeout. Al with the nice serve. Rocco keeps it alive to Paredes. Kaloje's got to get it over on 3. Fight at the net. Ow. Oh! A little reversal from Rocco.
I like that when they jump and the ball's in front of them and they can see everything and then the quick direct it.
It really is incredible how conditioned they are, especially the good ones.
You know, it's just a quick flick.
I got to give some love to number 12, Adabide, a strong freshman for Julian Diaz. 21-16. Oh, nice. Saloki again with mom and dad in the house. Saloki, perhaps one of his best performances as a Scarlet Raider.
It's the best one I've seen here at home this year.
Hey, Aaron, do you know Saloki's career high?
Service error.
Saloki now with 14 kills, Mark, but it was Drew clawing back with that last point. So Saloki now with a career high, Mark, 14 kills today. His previous high at 11. And Rocco adds to the count.
You put that down with some force, John.
So 2 away, Mark, from taking this in 4. And folks, stick around for our post-game wrap-up show, where we will have a Scarlet Raider live on camera, our player of the game, to talk things Rutgers volleyball and the performance today.
I took.
What'd they call that? Out?
It's Drew point. I thought we had a finger touch on Drew here, John.
So Drew staying alive. Suarez to Al, and Al goes over with it on 2.
He came under the net, didn't he? Oh, wait a second.
23 now serving 20. As Elmira is now making their way onto the floor.
Whoa. We have to settle down here, John.
Suarez out. I was a little behind Kaloje. And Gio goes into the net, and it's now match point
We got to finish this.
for Kaloje. Stand by for our post-game interview with our MVP of the game.
John, if I talk to the Elmira guys, they get a girl from up there or what?
That's right. And the clapping starts on the Rutgers bench.
Get it in.
Forget there for the Rangers, and Ephraim keeps the Rangers alive.
John, Drew's a tough ball club. I'm very impressed. I can't believe it's 3 and 21.
Ephraim to serve, 21 serving 24. So match point once again for Rutgers. Suarez to Al. There it is. Derek Al with the one-handed jab ends it for Rutgers Newark as they take it 3-1. We'll be back with our post-game wrap-up right after this. And welcome back live to the Golden Dome Athletic Center for a post-game wrap-up show. A big win for your Scarlet Raiders as Rutgers continues to roll. They have now won 4 in a row. Purchase Widener Wilkes. And as part of our tri-match today, a win over CBC opponent Drew Rangers. And they won it in 4, 3-1. Joining us now, the player of the game, everybody. It's number 20. Give it up for Alex Salaki, a freshman out of Austin, Texas. And, you know, Alex, I got to say, man, I'm not just saying this because you're here. Tell me what you think. I mean, I've really seen a burst of progression from you, I'd say, like in the last 6 weeks even. You know, you're a young guy, but you've really emerged as a very impactful player for the Scarlet Raiders team. You broke your career high in kills today with 14. 14 kills. Your previous high was 11. Tell me a little bit about how you're feeling and emerging as a very important player on this team.
I think, nothing special really changed, but my teammates had confidence in me, and I had some good practices leading up to this game, and I had an opportunity to start, and I thought I'd just take advantage of it.
Very humble guy. I had an opportunity to meet your mom and dad. I know they flew in from Austin for the weekend. That's got to be special to have them here as well.
Yeah, it's awesome to have them here, to see me play. Just kind of lucky that the time they're here I am playing, so just want to take advantage of it again. Yeah.
How does a guy from Texas end up in Newark, New Jersey?
Well, they don't have college volleyball in Texas, and I thought it'd be nice to be on the East Coast. I like the business school here, so after talking to the coach, I liked the team here too, so I decided to come here.
Do you always feel like you have the ability? Because a lot of times kids coming over from high school, it may take some time. What is it about your journey here in your freshman year that has enabled you to do the things that you're doing right now?
I think the ability has been there. I think mentally it was a challenge for me just to adjust to the speed and just, stay positive because, nobody in college volleyball is going to have a perfect game. So just trying to stay positive and understanding, next play mindset, that was the biggest part for me, the biggest challenge for me. What
did you like about what your team did against Drew in this game one as part of our tri-match afternoon here at Rutgers Newark?
I just like we were resilient. I think it's really easy to be down 5 in that second set, and lose that set. But we got some momentum, even though we lost at the end of it. Took it into the next 2 and just took care of business. So I like that.
Is there one guy that you feel like you've learned a fair amount from, and whether it's Danny or Andrew or Aiden or even some of your teammates that have kind of helped you with this transition to the college game?
I think definitely Coach Aiden, just, handling the mental part of the game is really challenging, and he had a similar journey in college from what he tells me. So I think it's just really important to understand that, volleyball is a mental sport as much as it is a physical one, and just you have to be mentally right to succeed.
I'll let you go in a second, Alex, but I thought your parents' story was pretty cool. They were really nice and came up and said hello yesterday. I know they were both born overseas, and tell us a little bit about their story, how they met and how they ended up coming to the States.
My dad came here when he was 16 as a foreign exchange student, and he just kind of worked his way up, paid through college, got me a very fortunate life. And my mom went to med school, came here for residency, and I think they met when she was in residency in Ohio. Moved around a bunch and then ended up in Texas.
Very cool. And just finally, how are things going academically for you? Is it a big workload balancing all this stuff? And just tell us a little bit about that.
I think it can be a big workload, but I think if you just, are disciplined, it's not too hard. I think, my parents are more focused on my academics than my volleyball. So, it's very important to me, yeah.
Well, that's no surprise there with their own pretty impressive resumes to boot. And then just finally, obviously such an important part of the season. What are your expectations moving forward? You've got a tough Elmira team coming up in the final match of the day. And then moving forward at Southern Virginia next weekend, it really never stops. How do you feel you guys are right now at this stage of the season?
I think we had a rough, middle season, but I think we're getting momentum right now, and it's the perfect time. We're coming into CVC, matches, so having momentum right now is the best possible time to have it.
And I believe with the win today against Drew, you guys, officially qualified for the CBC. So congratulations
Thank you.
for the postseason. Hey man, the freshman phenom Alex Solotki, and am I saying that right? Solotki,
Yes.
11 kills, 14 kills today, surpassing the 11 he had, which was his previous game high as a Scarlet Raider. So up and up. Sky's the limit for this guy, our player of the game, number 20, Alex Solotki. Folks, we'll see you back here in about 30 minutes for Game 2. That's going to be Elmira against Drew. And then finally, this guy will be back for the nightcap or the afternoon cap, call it what you will, the third of our 3 matches today as the Scarlet Raiders take on Elmira. Great job, my man. Thanks for stopping in.
Thank you.
As is the tradition, on 3, we'll do a little Let's Go Scarlet Raiders. Is that all right?
Yep.
Little corny, but work with me. Work with me. We'll see you back here at 30, everybody. For Alex Solotki, John Heffernan. 1, 2, 3. Let's go, Scarlet Raiders!